Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about the
I
walking.
miss the walking guy. Well, people walking in front of the camera, they never learn. These interns here at Malden Access. Anyway, welcome to another live edition of Wrestling Center. We are in Studio B. We are in Studio B. This is Studio B. We are live. Today is January 16th of 2014. Happy belated New Year to those who didn't get it. I am Quest Mr. Thursday Night, and sitting to my left is Rob Tuttle.
That's me.
And as always, paying tribute to the killer, Walter Kowalski. And we start the show on a sad note. Just real quick.
Yes.
We just wanted to say that we are sorry for the loss of Walter's, I guess, wife, widow, Teresa, who passed.
Yes.
And there's a nice thing online that you can join, get on the guest book, say your prayers, your words, whatever. So, Teresa, you are missed. Walter, like we said, he'll be waiting for you. And God damn it, hurry up! He's probably starving. You need to make him a salad. But overall, we're saddened by your loss. So everyone here at Wrestling Center sends their love, and of course, everyone in the wrestling world community. And whoever ran across you or Walter at the end of the live shows or just in the streets.
You know something? There was another loss this past week.
Yes, there was.
And there was another loss yet today, but not from the wrestling world.
Okay, well, we're worried about wrestling right now. And
Okay,
yes,
well,
one of my friends.
Yes, one of your close friends who was
back in the day.
Who was reportedly passed away a week ago.
A few times.
Yes.
But this woman is a fighter, a true pioneer.
Couple false finishes, as they've been saying.
Oh, yeah, quite a couple false finishes. She even had me duped at one time. But I was away. I didn't really get all the information because I couldn't get online. But when I came home, I looked it all up and made sure I posted something saying she's not. Because I know who to go to and who to call to get the truth. Someone who's extremely close to that person. No, I don't call the truth. I don't have his number. I have worked with him, but I do not know his phone number. So I spoke to who I had to, and she told me, no, she is alive.
Miss BB?
Yes.
Yes.
And then she called her friend, who knows her in her hometown. So
yes. At one point, she had actually spoken to Mae at the, before it, once it was first reported, she actually had been on the phone with Mae Young.
Yes.
So she knew for certain it had not.
Absolutely. So Johnny Mae Young, I'm extremely saddened by your loss. I did want to see you do something one last time. I knew it wouldn't be in the ring because your last appearance, you were struggling to walk, but I knew you still had the fight in you, and probably one of the toughest women I've ever come across. And I will not miss her wet willies. No,
Love the wet willies.
No, I will not miss those. But I will miss everything else about her. When I was in the LPG, what was it? LGPW, something like that. LPGW. Back in the day, we were on the duck boats and everything. Every time I turned around, she was giving me the wet willy. Then we're at Dick's Last Resort, and I'm wearing a hat that says I wear women's undergarments, which isn't all that false at times.
You just went backwards.
Yeah, well, it's funner. And then she, is nailing me. The waitresses are all thinking it's hilarious. But anyway, Johnny Mae Young, yes, you have a soft spot in my heart, and I will miss you. And whoever has come across and met you knows the person that you are and how tough you truly are, and a pioneer, like I said. I don't really know what else I can say that I haven't said already everywhere else.
Now, the name that passed today, roughly 4 o'clock this afternoon.
That guy?
No, it's been reported that the professor.
The professor?
The professor.
The professor.
Not Johnny.
I was going to say, Johnny passed finally?
No.
I told him to stop eating dumpster food.
It was his final way off the island.
Oh, that professor.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I thought he was in great health.
I don't know. I just read a report at 4 o'clock that he had passed.
Are you sure he's passed?
Channel 5 was reporting.
Okay. All right. Well, if Channel 5 says it, and we have a caller already?
What do you expect? We're 7 minutes into the show. You think we won't have a caller?
781-397-8286 is the phone number
The
down
number
there
has
in
been
Studio
posted.
B.
The number has also been posted on our Facebook page.
It has?
Yes, it has.
Creative Crew is on top of things. Or somebody else who lives by their phone. So I guess, hello, caller.
Hey, right down back in the studio. BQ.
See?
BQ. Barbecue?
Barbecue? Ooh! BB.
Actually, I want to go to barbecue. Dang it.
You know, they're supposed to be opening up one down here in Bowling. When they do, we should film in there.
We should.
Yeah, the professor did pass.
He did. What's his real name, Jimmy?
Now it puts my mind. I'll look down for it.
Oh my God, you don't know something?
I just put my mind.
It's not wrestling related. He can't know this.
That's true.
It's not wrestling or music related. So.
All right, I've been having a debate, sort of. That's it.
You have a debate?
I knew his real name. I just wanted him to do the work.
Yeah, his debate.
And also, I just found out the last female Munchkin from The Wizard of Oz passed away.
Oh.
I want Dunkin' Donuts. Thanks.
No, I'm talking about The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, but he still wants a munchkin at Dunkin' Donuts. In honor of her passing.
Yeah.
Because Rob's, on this regimen of eating.
Died at 95.
Okay.
And I definitely agree, Mae Young. I never got to meet her, but she was definitely an interesting pioneer and an interesting character.
Yes, she was. And I want to know who's going to get what's the word I'm looking for? Who's going to have the rights to the hand?
Well, it has to be Mark Henry, right?
Mark Henry, the daddy, will have to, take care of the hand.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Remember the hand showed up one time
Yeah.
as a teenage hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, all grown up.
Yep.
So Mark Henry's going to have to pay for the hand to go to college.
He might have a hand in that.
You better get a hand up on it and pay attention.
But I heard another possible match for the Rumble.
Yeah, they're going to be throwing a lot of ideas for the Rumble. I'm going to have some people do some research. I'm hoping that guy can check to see if Hooters is showing it. Because, if he's on Route 1, he can probably hit Taco Bell and hit Hooters on the way back.
Well, it'll be the same night as the Pro Bowl. So
Oh,
will
it
they
will?
show? Yes.
But no one really cares about the Pro Bowl.
I agree, but
Yeah, but Hooters is weird like that. So they're having the Pro Bowl before the Super Bowl?
yes, they are.
Yeah, they've had that for the last 2 years.
The WWE Network won't have it because it doesn't start till after.
Yeah, that's true. Well, congratulations to the WWE Network for finally, after 2 years of talking about it?
Finally, yeah. But the Royal Rumble is next.
Yeah, next Sunday. So what's this Sunday? Today's the 16th, 17th, 19th?
Yes.
So the 26th is the Royal Rumble?
Yes. As well as the Pro Bowl, because the.
As well as the Pro Bowl, yeah. Okay. All right, Jimmy, anything interesting to say?
Well, as I was going to say, the rumor is that they've been talking about possibly for the Rumble is for the tag title.
Yeah, those tag titles need to move.
Yeah, I don't know.
I heard possibly the New Age Outlaws.
They're fighting Friday night on SmackDown, I believe.
Again?
I believe it's.
I didn't understand that whole six-man rematch
Me neither.
from Friday to Monday.
And then they just walk out.
That made no sense why they walked out.
And now Friday on SmackDown again, they're facing Cody Rhodes and Goldust. So that's probably going to set up the match for the.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. Why would they do that without explaining? I mean, they could have did a vignette in the back and say, hey, it was best for business.
No sense at all.
They didn't even talk about why they did it.
Have they been on since?
No.
I never. Yeah. So
They weren't on Raw at all after they walked out. It could have been best for business, but they didn't say it.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, Jimmy, any last comments before your 3 minutes is gone?
No, peace out, brothers and sisters, and hopefully we'll
Yeah, we'll know this week, definitely.
Okay.
Maybe I'll send Rob by to put a scare into him.
All right.
I might be able to message them now.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, Jimmy.
Bye.
781-397-8286 is the phone number. Like I said, it's posted on the Facebook page under Wrestling Center. You can go check it out. You can like the page. Get on there.
We just had a couple new likes, actually.
Yes, let's get on there. We've got so many people on there.
We got 3 new likes just this minute.
Oh, that's a good thing. So, what else do we have? We have a lot to talk about today. There are no clips. There is Rumorville. Pay-per-view predictions will happen next week. And yes, next week we will be live again from Studio B.
Q.
And we have another phone call. That's
Not yet.
okay.
Not
We'll
yet.
wait for it. I know we gotta wait for our signal.
You know what it's going to be? You know who it's going to be?
Yeah, I know what it's gonna be.
It's going to be up.
It's gonna be the person on the phone.
It's going to be up.
Up, down, all around. Who cares? Hello, caller.
Hi, up.
Hey, BD.
It's what?
Oh, it's Brian Duffy, actually.
BD. See, you were wrong. I told
I was
you.
up. I was
told
wrong.
you it'd be the person on the phone. I was right. You were wrong. I love it.
Thoughts on the first inductee to the Hall of Fame?
Good question.
Shocked at first.
After a couple of what are you doing?
Sorry.
Don't get naked on TV because Brian's on the phone.
It was hot.
You got all hot and bothered when you called in, Brian.
Anyways, your
yeah.
thoughts.
My thoughts. I'm a little surprised right now because I guess the last couple times they tried to get him in, they wanted him to headline last year and he refused. They tried to get him in the year before, but he wasn't the headliner. So it shocked me a little bit. Now, will he be the headliner? I don't know.
I don't think they announced the headline of the first person, though. Will
Usually they don't, but you never know. I mean, and now of course, he gets that, and then he starts talking about, I want to wrestle again.
Did he?
He mentioned it on the Twitter.
Well, I'm sure that, you know.
So, my thoughts are, it's deserved. He definitely needs to be in there. He was part of that
Agreed.
growth era.
Agreed.
Not the attitude, the growth. And he was the first person to pin Hogan clean for the belt. So, I mean, yeah, he deserves to be in there. Timing-wise, he should have been in a lot sooner. So I guess I'm on the fence about it, but I think it's deserved. Rob?
I'm still in shock, you know, knowing how, especially after watching the DVD of The Ultimate Warrior, how he left the company. I'm shocked they actually brought him in, but I suppose if they can patch up things with Bret Hart, they can patch up things with anybody.
Oh, Bret Hart and Bruno, yeah, definitely they can get in.
Now, let me ask you this. On that side note, who's going to induct him?
Probably Hogan. I wouldn't say why not. Why wouldn't Hogan induct him?
Is he still? I was going to say, is he still associated with TNA?
Not really, no. He's looking for work, so I would say Hogan.
It would either have to be Hogan or it can't be Rude because
No.
who else did he have?
Vince?
Kurt Hennig? Can't be.
Nope.
I'm trying to think who do you have huge feuds with?
I could see Vince or...
Honky Tonk?
Yeah, a little bit. Honky Tonk could do it. I don't see why not, but... I don't know. We'll figure that out when it comes. But that's a good question. Anything else, Brian?
I'll make sure I get my predictions on pay-per-view.
Yeah, you can send it to anyone. It don't matter. We'll get it on the show.
Have a good evening.
You
All
too.
right.
Thank you,
Thanks
Brian.
for the call.
Bye-bye.
BG.
Nice quick message. Nice
Yeah,
quick
I
call.
like when they have a question like that. Your thoughts, you know,
Yes.
that's nice. Usually they want to talk, which is fine. Okay, you guys want to talk? Saves me from talking. I'd rather that. Speaking of talking, I was talking about this earlier. I'm having a little debate online right now with a certain somebody.
Okay.
Pretty much everyone knows him from this show. Talking about the Riddler and his little attitude, that little 16-year-old punk. I don't care what he... What?
He's like 22, 23
He's
now.
not that old. The facial hair, he taped it on. He shaved Harley.
Here he is.
Anyway, so I'm talking to the young gentleman, and he posted that the Undertaker is the best wrestler.
Yes, I did see this. I was going to comment.
Now, I
but
just
tried-
wanted your opinion, or anyone else behind the cameras, the interns, anyone who walks down the stairs and through the studio door.
Even
your opinion.
even outright behind the double glass.
Give me your opinion. Is The Undertaker a great wrestler, or they're making him a better wrestler than he is by...
Here's my thought.
That's what I want. I want the thoughts. I'm not trying to, hurt Riddler's feelings, because I know that's his all-time favorite. Mine's Piper. He can say whatever he wants. I'm not getting offended as long as it makes sense. I just want your thoughts, because I'm trying to school him on this.
My thoughts would be the same on both those people.
Okay.
They are both great entertainers.
Okay.
Neither one is a great wrestler.
What are you talking about? Piper can wrestle. He would kick your butt. Well, yeah, he's my favorite, but he's not a great wrestler.
Exactly. Hogan.
See, I admit that, Riddler. I admit my favorite is not a great wrestler, but he's my favorite still.
Hogan, same thing.
Hogan can't work.
Great entertainer.
Great entertainer.
There's just certain people who you look at.
And they're superstars. Worldwide superstars.
John Cena gets a huge rap for not being able to wrestle. But you know what? When it comes down to it and he needs to wrestle, he can wrestle he can wrestle the trunks off anybody in that.
Well, I mean not anybody, but
just about anybody.
Anyone, I've said that so many times. Cena can wrestle.
They just don't need him to.
They don't need him to, right? They want him to do certain things.
We got a phone call.
We have a phone call. Hello, caller.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
This one's up.
What's going up?
You know?
Nothing. Just talking about if the Undertaker's a great wrestler or he's just a character that they made sound great.
He's a character that just made sound great. He only wrestles once or twice a year, and that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
Nowadays, yes, but
nowadays. When he was in his prime,
he used to.
He did the flying clothesline. He walked across the rope.
He still does that.
Yes, he
There
does.
was a wrestler that did that before him.
Yeah, there was.
And then World Class Championship Wrestling, the spoiler.
Yeah, and Rob Van Dam walks the rope without anyone holding him.
Rob Van Dam can fly from one side of the ring to the other, and that's a 20-foot ring.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, he's walked down the rope without anyone holding his hand.
You know what? In that case, Mike McCarthy is a great wrestler because he can walk the rope.
The masshole?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've seen him do it before. He walks the entire rope.
How come you're in the other studio, Frank?
Because that show, the debut of Around the Rim is tonight.
We've been banished.
We've been banished to the basement, which is easier for Rob to walk to from his bed.
I was gonna say this is a lot closer to home.
Yeah, I figured you would say that.
He's getting near 60 now. He's getting old.
Wow. But Grecian formula looks good on him. No grays.
Yeah, no, but he's losing a lot of hair, as you can see.
Yeah, that's been years.
I've been going bald since I was a junior in high school.
92?
91 was I started going bald.
So I was...
72, Cliff. 72. You're giving him years. You're giving him 20 years. He's born in 1972.
No. You're forgetting. Quest was born in 62.
Yeah.
74! What are you talking
That
about?
would have meant you graduated with me.
Yes.
Who's going to be the Undertaker's opponent?
The Undertaker is not going to have an opponent. That's my guess. They keep flirting with Daniel Bryan, but now Daniel Bryan's going face again, which I want to blast that whole gimmick.
Yes.
That was the stupidest gimmick.
If Undertaker be the bad guy, he's going to be the king of the Wyatt family.
No, that won't happen. It would be interesting, but
I did hear.
The Wyatt family now.
well, they kept saying the devil, and I'm still waiting for them to reveal that, but they probably won't because it's WWE.
No, you see.
That's possible.
They are supposedly bringing in a new Wyatt member family.
Yes, allegedly.
But it's not who you're thinking.
No.
No, it's going to be female.
Yeah, well, they say they got to bring in Sister Abigail.
But the great part about that is they're leading you to believe that Sister Abigail has passed the way that he's, and then they bring her in. That would be perfect.
Yes, but will they? And I hope it's not the girl they keep talking about because it will kill her gimmick. She needs to wrestle. I have an idea who they could use, and I've mentioned it online. I think I have, and I don't know if they'll pick that up. But I think she would be a great Sister Abigail because she's pale-skinned already.
Who?
Not Beth Phoenix. Someone from back in the day.
Who are you thinking?
Daphne. I think Daphne would be
I
great. She's
think-
all tattooed like them. She's
But-
pale-skinned like them.
But she's too old for them right now.
Sister Abigail, she don't have to do anything but come out and be a voice.
But
she can talk.
No, they're gonna want her to dominate in the female.
If they go that angle, but they might not. They might just use it as a valet manager.
Tonight between Kurt Angle and Bobby Roode. That ought to be awesome.
Yeah, that should be good. Those two have wrestled 1,000 times in the past 6 months.
Now this is the guy we got to talk to about what we were talking about off the air.
I'm not doing that with him.
About the debuting tag team. Is that is that tonight?
That's on Rumorville.
Okay.
Yes, that is tonight.
Yes.
They do debut tonight?
Yes, they do.
It is, yes. I heard.
Who they are, I'm not going to ruin it, but they do debut tonight.
Yes, I saw that last minute as I
I
was.
saw the tweet. Yeah, I saw the tweet up from Dixie today.
Yeah, with the little picture of the
DR
initials.
and EE.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who they are. I'm not going to.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's all right.
Now the question is will they use their name they're known for?
I think they're gonna change them. I hope not, but I think they'll change it.
They're going to use the names that they're known for.
Are they?
I hope so.
And one initials is DR,
Yeah,
and the other initials is
double E.
double A.
Right, but what I'm saying is will they use the tag team name they're known as?
The ADs. Yes,
They are.
I heard they were going to use that.
Did you hear why Triple H didn't sign them to
Because they were too small.
Yes.
They were too small, but yet Daniel Bryan is a giant.
That's
They're
what I'm
bigger
saying.
than Daniel Bryan. And Ray.
And I think that
And Evan Bourne.
I think EE could pretty much keep up with Daniel Bryan any day of the week in that ring.
No,
He's got
mass.
yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. No, he's not tall.
EY.
Eric Young. Yeah. Eric Young ain't big, but he's in TNA. Yeah, where is Alex Shelley? Doesn't he need a job?
What about Daniels isn't that big either.
No, Daniels and Kazarian are not that huge either.
But see, that's why they fit in well there too.
Yeah, they do fit in
Especially
better.
if they're gonna go tag team.
They are. Fandango and Mysterio?
What happened to Fandango? What happened to Mysterio and Sin Cara?
Sin Cara's got released, but
No, he hasn't.
well, the new Sin Cara is still there. Yeah. With the giant tattoo, you couldn't tell. I mean, jeez.
It's a rock. It's a no-brainer.
Touche!
No, toupee.
Toupee. You need a toupee, yes. We should invest. We'll start toupeeing you. Show's coming up. We're going to announce a little while.
Any white promotions going on?
That's actually in the talks again, believe it or not. They have been discussing Win Promotions coming back this year.
UFO has a show
Sooner
coming
than
up.
possible.
UFO has a show coming up next month.
That's what I was talking about. We're going to discuss that.
Yes, I was talking. I thought you were white promotions there. Was supposed to have a show.
That's what we're trying to do and arrange a building right now, actually.
Yeah, why wouldn't do that?
It's not a secret. We're trying to get it out there. The why, I have not checked into the why yet.
Is that the one that's up the street from the mall?
Yeah, sort of. It's behind Kmart and just drive on your left.
Yeah. Okay.
You got plenty of parking.
Yeah. And there has been shows there before from VCW.
Yes. And what is VCW back then now?
NWA New England.
WA used to be there.
Yeah.
Our Productions was there too.
Yeah. There's a couple possibilities there, and there's another.
Top Rope was there before.
Yeah, we're looking into also the Elks Hall down the hill, going towards Wakefield. But anyway, we're also talking about building in Lynn right now.
Well, in Wakefield, you always have VCW.
Yeah, but there's a better building, St. Michael's Hall. I love that place. Used to run there a lot with WWA.
That's where the same guy playing the shows all the time there. Yeah, he don't wrestle no more either.
Nope, he's done. He's only runs like 2 a year and out in Rockland area. So yeah, I'm looking into that building. Yeah, I don't know if he does Fairgrounds.
You know,
It's possible.
You know what I just realized?
What?
We're almost half hour into the show. We never did shoutouts.
Oh, that's true. We have not done shoutouts.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Thank
Are
you.
you guys live next week too?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Doing predictions next week.
All right, I'll call.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. We don't want it to bore fest and have you start snoring, so we want to keep everybody awake so we can, get the show, kicked off right, returning back. 2014, baby. RA, we got to do shout-outs, baby. We haven't got them out yet.
I think that the WWE Universe was what forced them to do that. They tried to put him over as a heel and couldn't get him over as a heel. Didn't know what to do with him, where the fans were cheering for him, but yet he was with the heel faction, and fans didn't let up. They didn't boo him. They thought they would. And it's nothing. They had nothing to do, so they had to do this in their thoughts.
They're not going to boo him in the first 2 weeks anyway, regardless, because of the way he went over. He didn't go over by destroying like a CM Punk or beating up someone of importance. Like, per se, say if The Undertaker walked in the door and Daniel Bryan comes out of nowhere and lays him out because Bray Wyatt told him to. Then he gets booed.
I still don't think he would have.
It's possible, but I think he would have. Because Undertaker is an icon. But he just said, okay, I'll go with you. He's not going to get booed. They needed to give it legs. They needed it to stretch it out some more. He would get booed eventually, and when he does get fully booed, you turn him. You do the swerve. I mean, it's perfect timing to do that. What they did was horrible. And if Triple H was behind that, I'm surprised and upset.
My thought is,
he's a storyline guy. He should realize that.
You're going to come out and find out that he was never with him. He wanted to be able to get Bray alone so he could beat him up, finally. He was never truly going to be one.
They could have done it another way.
I
understand. See what you're saying, but there's nothing leading me to that right now.
But that's what it just happened this past Monday. No, they haven't had any conversation with him about it. That's where I think it should go. If it does, so be it.
If I was booking, if I knew what I was doing,
which you obviously don't because you're still here.
Yeah, I exactly. I would have had him in the Wyatts for a while. Slowly but surely, secretly, going to the ring, you'd see, like, it's supposed to be, not Bray, but the other two are supposed to come out for a tag match, but only one makes it out, the other one's laid out in the back. You never see who does it. A couple weeks later, the other one gets laid out in the parking lot or something. Still, no one knows who did it.
All this time,
Daniel
should have been filling in as a tag partner.
Exactly. That's where I'm going with this. Bray Wyatt says, okay, Daniel, you're in. I trust you. I want you to tag with me now. Okay? During those matches, you keep him staying with the Wyatts. During those matches, he gets knocked out of the ring, but doesn't come in the ring quick enough to save Bray Wyatt.
No. Don't give him Bray Wyatt as tag team partner.
No, I'm saying after, he does fill in for the other tag, but after a while, that's going to get stale. Then Bray trusts him enough to watch his back in matches. So he's trying to make Daniel do all the work. Daniel gets, knocked out of the ring. He has to fight. When he needs the tag, Daniel's still on the mat.
What's also
just
good?
Play it off.
You know what also is a good thing?
Talk about
when you get the guy knocked out back or whatnot, you lead them to believe it's the Shield.
Could do that.
Him out. So it looks like the Wyatt's going to turn, and the Shield's going to stay heel, and all of a sudden you have one guy turn, and it's Daniel Bryan turn. But the problem at that point is now he's got 6 people on him.
But he's Daniel Bryan, and he can get back up. And it doesn't matter because this ain't going to happen because this makes sense. And the rest of the people ain't going to pay attention. So, Where else do we go from here? We can go through tons of things. TNA.
Well, we haven't been here since. Have we been here since Orton's been the? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
We did predictions. Orton is your champion. AJ Lee's still your champion. Of course, Goldust and Cody are your tag champs.
And as we talked about
Big E
earlier,
Langston is a champ.
Big E
and
Langston
of
in
course,
front as a champion. Dean Ambrose is
still the U.S.
champion.
And over in TNA, we do have a new champion as well.
Who's the world champion over there? I'm not
It
even
is
sure.
Magnus.
That's correct, Magnus.
Who
yes.
beat AJ Styles for the
You almost said AJ
belt.
Styles, didn't you?
No, I was going to say something else. He beat him for the belt last week, and the two belts have now been unified. Please do not carry both belts. And Orton needs to get rid of one of his belts. Where they go from here with all these changes and stuff, I don't know. As far as the Knockouts tag champions, that's been abolished.
Yep.
The Knockouts champion is Gail Kim.
Yep.
And she has backup.
Well, let me ask.
With the return of my girl, this is very, very happy for me when I saw her return.
Let me ask you
Madison
this.
Rain, thank you.
Let me ask you this.
Nice to see you. Hi, Haley. Hi. You're not Madison Rain, but love the teeth. Very shiny. But she was waving to me.
Is WWE copying TNA or is TNA copying WWE?
Yes.
And do you think that is going to be a problem?
Yes. Because they're being known as copycats right now.
Who?
TNA.
TNA is copying WWE.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because Gail Kim has, what's her name? The new girl there, the big girl. Oh, goodness gracious. Lady Tappa.
That's it.
Okay, Lady Tappa is now watching her back. But AJ Lee has had Tamina for a while now. Big girl watching that, and, same thing. They did the whole, once Stephanie got re-involved, Dixie Carter's all of a sudden on TV every 2 minutes.
And now you have the champion that has 2 belts.
Yeah. Now this guy has 2 belts, and it's just, there's a lot of coincidences that I don't think are that much of a coincidence. I think there's copying, and I don't think it's cool. I think they need to get more creative. I don't know who's behind it, but I don't think they're trying to compete. I just think they're trying to follow along, and hopefully their ratings go up if they stay the same, but it's not going to work. So I don't know where they go from here. I'm just very confused on the whole thing. TNA, I like what they've done. I like how they built the Joseph Park thing and kept going with it and giving it longevity and legs, unlike the Daniel Bryan gimmick. Joe Park's still around. They still pull out Abyss once in a blue moon. Eric Young needs to work more, but he's trying to be a TV star, so he's on his thing. The knockout thing, I don't know what the heck is going on with Velvet Sky. And her man, he's being a bully, pushing her away, being all egotistical. He's going to come back to earth eventually. And the bromans, that's irking me. Because they should not be the tag champs, especially Jesse. And Zema Ion, DJ Zema, that's kind of funny. And he can work. But I don't understand why he's not working. Didn't hear anything about an injury or anything. But the bromans, not bromance, the bromans, tag champs, I don't think they should have the tag titles.
Well, okay. Now let me ask you this.
Go Dragons.
Let me ask you this.
Ask.
Do you think with the tag team titles being in WWE being combined into one tag team, now the heavyweight title is combined into one title.
Okay.
The women's title is no longer a Divas and a women's title. That's all one.
Right.
Do you think now that the IC and US title will be combined as well?
They've been talking about that. They're talking about how they want to just kind of unify that and get rid of an extra belt. Now, I'm on the fence and I'm not on the fence about getting rid of all these belts. I like the fact of having less belts so it means more.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't have someone win it every other month. Someone has to hold the title like Punk did for a year.
Well, right now, Dean Ambrose is the longest reigning.
Which is fine. And they should do that, but he's not defending it enough. Isn't it like every 30 days you have to defend the title? Is that rule gone?
You can defend it on house shows. No one will know.
Yeah, but it's got to be announced and let it be known that he has defended it. It's always in six-mans or he's doing other things. You want to see him in the ring on TV saying, hey, I'm the U.S. champ. I'm kicking butt.
Do you remember back in the day where the champions only defended their titles at big shows?
Yeah.
You know, they don't have that nowadays because...
I missed the TV title because you knew you were getting a title on every show. A title match, I mean, that was always... Especially when TNA, when Devon had the TV title. He was on every week defending it.
Does TNA even have a TV title anymore?
No.
They don't.
That's gone.
Okay.
Abyss won it, and they haven't done anything since. So he technically is the last recognized television champion in TNA. But again, he barely wrestles. He's only been out twice since then. So I don't even know what's going on with it. See? Haley's trying to call me over. They're having a little shindig.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I hit the window too hard. I turned right into the door. That was crazy.
You didn't turn.
It was so clean, I didn't see it.
You were forced to turn.
Well, she's a good-looking lady, and, she...
It was a slap.
It wasn't a slap. She went to say hi, and I tried to get out the door too fast. It was so clean, I didn't see it, and I hit the door. That's all it was.
What was the red mark on your other cheek?
That's because it was cold down here, and I kept rubbing it because I'm trying to get warm.
It was a open handprint.
No, it was my hand from rubbing it. You
it was
didn't
a lot
see that.
smaller.
Yeah, I only used the fingers. I didn't use the whole hand. I don't really have big hands.
That's what she said.
She did? That's not true! It was cold! Shrinkage! Just got out of the pool and stuff. And
Collie bumped.
Yeah, well, that's your fault.
It's not my fault.
It could be. I have a question. Okay. I want to throw this out because I saw something about it online. What wrestler would impress you with a certain move that would make you just want to watch wrestling all over again, like a kid? Say, pick a wrestler in that's active right now. What move could he do that would shock you? I mean, don't make it a ridiculous, Big Show does a 450 splash. It's got to be, realistic. Well, that he may be able to pull it off.
Back in the day, there was rumored that Big Show was working on a moonsault.
Yes, kind of like Brock Lesnar.
But he never pulled it out when he was with WCW.
No.
To tell you the truth, in the aspect that you're asking, to answer your question, there's not one thing that could make me want to watch wrestling again like when I was a kid.
No one can pull off something that would wow you.
I'm not saying there's something couldn't be done that wouldn't wow me. But the fact that I've seen everything over since when did Rocky III come out?
Long time ago.
That's when I first started watching wrestling.
Rocky III came out in 92, was it?
A lot earlier than that.
No, 88 was that. 84 was that. Rocky 1 was 78.
I'm going to guess probably 83.
I'm saying that's what I'm thinking because 2 was 80.
So
83.
You're looking at like 20
I'm going
something.
83, 84.
You're looking at 30,
I think 84.
You're looking at like 30 years of wrestling that I've been watching.
So you're really 60? You just said you watched it when you were 30.
I said I've been watching it for 30 years.
Oh, I thought you said, because I thought Jason was right when he said you were 60.
No, that's you.
No, I'm not at the Roadhouse. But go ahead.
So I honestly don't think there's anything that
Kali couldn't pull up a Hurricane Rana and excite you?
I'm not saying that it wouldn't excite me.
I'm just saying, I'm curious on what wrestler could do a move that would... Let's go that route instead of watching it. Who would excite you to see that person pull off a certain move?
Kali jumping off the rope in any sort of contact.
Without breaking his shin?
Without pulling a Sid Vicious.
Yes.
All right. Any of those guys. But you know what? That's not going to happen because...
Mark Henry diving outside the ring? That would be kind of cool.
that stuff just won't happen because it will diminish all the smaller guys that actually do those moves.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. It shouldn't happen.
Sin Cara chain wrestling?
He can wrestle.
Oh, he can work, but he does a lot of high spots. I was just saying that because he does a lot of high spots. I'm talking about just getting on the mat and doing your thing.
The matches he had with Alberto Del Rio.
They were good.
They were good. This past Monday night, both me and you commented on the
Cena-Sandow.
Sandow match.
That was phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
But Cena can't work. Yeah, we all know Damien Sandow can work. I take credit for his success because he was a guest on Wrestling Center 2 or 3 times. Just letting you all know, I have the footage, so I will show it one day in a blast back.
Was he still bearded?
No, he was clean shaven.
Was it when he was with the one night stand?
1 and 2. He was by himself and together. So it was before and after, or after and before. Yeah, but once he was ONS and the other one he wasn't.
I have an ONS shirt. I want him to sign it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I wonder if he signed it. Would he sign it?
He would sign AA.
They would?
Yeah. I think he would do that. And I'm waiting for the next... I screwed up because I was supposed to meet a bunch of them at the Kowloon that night because they came out the night before instead of the night of the show. And I didn't get a chance. I totally forgot. I went home and just blanked, and I woke up in the morning screaming at myself because a few of them were expecting me to show up, and I didn't. So that was my fault. I had interviews lined up and everything, and I screwed up. So hopefully the next trip in, I'll get a phone call or something or an email saying, hey, we're coming in. Let's hook up, do something, whatever.
I wouldn't mind actually having a sit-down with Devon.
I was thinking about doing that one show, and I just couldn't pull it off because he just seemed too busy and he didn't want to be bothered. It would be nice to have a sit-down with him. I truly want to sit down with Paul Heyman.
Oh, my God.
I would love to sit down with him.
The things you could pick off his brain.
Oh, my God. I'd have so much footage because I wouldn't stop the camera.
There was a rumor that went around. Speaking of rumors, you got to go to Rumorville.
I do. Yes, I do. Wow, yeah, we got to go to Rumorville. When we come back from Rumorville, think about the one person you'd like to sit down and really interview for 5 minutes. Okay, all right, let's go. Yes, Haley, I know. The food's getting warm. I got to do Rumorville. What? She's right there. You can't see
I don't
her
care.
Angle. Oh, old school.
To go with Raw? My sister wants to know, how do you sign up for DuckW Network? It's not our cable.
What? Yeah. Well, in Rumorville, these are rumors. They could be false. They could be fiction. I could have got them from the new intern who walked right in front of the camera at the beginning of the show. But I didn't because I had them before he walked in because he was late. I'm going to have to dock his pay, which is half of nothing. So, rumor number 4, we're going to start off with. In case you missed it, in the teaser last night, WWE new DVD and Blu-ray on Paul Heyman is titled The Paul Heyman Story. It's currently scheduled for release in August. So we have a long time to wait, but I'm amped to see that. So moving on to number 3, because we got to get through this. Wrestle Talk TV and Jim Cornette are launching a Kickstarter campaign for a documentary to be filmed while Cornette goes into the UK very soon. So I don't know what exactly it's about, but Cornette is a genius, well-spoken, has a lot of stories he can tell you. And it's going to be a documentary, so I would love to see that. I don't know what's going to happen. But they're starting to push it now. It's still not even in production yet. Number 2, numero 2. Mick Foley is coming up on the 15th anniversary of his Have a Nice Day book. Says while there are no plans for a special anniversary release, he is looking to develop a Have a Nice Day live show for this fall No word yet if it would tie in with his comedy shows because he's now a stand-up comedian as well. He's a very busy man, Mick Foley. Looking good, losing weight. And the number one rumor in the land, because I chose it, regarding Jeff Jarrett possibly starting a new wrestling promotion with country music star and one of Rob's favorite, Toby Keith. Jarrett reportedly recently contacted people in the wrestling business, told them when he was able to talk about his new project, everybody will be shocked. So I don't know what that means, but that's the rumor right now. Jeff Jarrett's trying to start a new promotion. Could be involved in Win Promotions. We don't know. I'd be shocked. But, okay, moving on to the bonus rumor because we got to get through this. TNA officials have been in talks with the American Wolves, Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards for several weeks, likely since they got the word that WWE would not be signing them. They're too small. It's expected they will be debuting for TNA soon. They have canceled their upcoming indie dates. It's possible they could appear on tonight's Impact Live show in Alabama, and it has been confirmed that they will be. So the American Wolves, Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards. I don't know much about DR, but I do know a lot about EE.
Who's been a guest on the show?
He's easy. He's been on the show a couple times. Once single, once in a tag team.
Sabotto Cheese.
Well, that's where they go to eat. And it's a nice place. You should try it. It's a little expensive, but it's got a lot of Italian food over there. And you can probably jump over the table for your check. So, whatever. So, those are rumors. That's what I heard. That's what I'm sticking with.
Police fast, I catch up.
I think it's going to rain, and it did. And I missed. And it did rain, and it stopped raining. Yes, I know. The show's coming. What do you mean it's over? The show's not over.
What are you talking? Who are you talking to?
Haley, she's in the doorway. You can't see her because of the angle you're on. The wall's blocking you. But she's telling me to come on. The food's getting cold.
The food's getting hot, huh?
Yes. It's been sitting on the heater too long.
She's getting hot.
She is?
Yes.
I'll be... Wait, she's getting hot? I gotta go get water. She needs...
The show's not over.
You need water? I got water.
The show... Oh, my God. The show's not over yet. But now what I need to know, and I need to talk about, is the new WWE Network. They're saying now, in case you hadn't heard, $60 up front and $10 a month after that. He left. You're here.
Is Quest gone?
Quest is gone.
I got a secret.
What's the secret?
I'll wait till I make sure he's really gone.
Okay. Well, they're talking about the WWE Network.
Yes.
Maybe you can answer this question. Do you know how to order it?
I think you have to download an app on the internet,
Okay.
and that's how you get it.
Right. Okay. So in $60 up front, you pay for the first 6 months. I heard, and then it's $10 a month after that.
See, I didn't hear about that upfront money.
No.
No.
That's what I heard from the moment it came on, like the
Really?
moment I let go.
Wow. I don't know. That's. I mean, still the $10, $9.99 a month.
Yeah.
All pay-per-views included.
I mean, you're saving right there $120 a month, a year rather, as opposed to hello. You're saving over $300 a year right there if you order all the things.
Absolutely.
But do you really? But do we want to go to? But would that take away from our Hooters experiences?
It's quite possible. But if Hooters got a way to run the internet through the TV, we could still make that happen.
Right. True.
Could still, go there, order wings,
I'd love wings.
burgers.
I like the boneless wings better.
Yeah, boneless wings are good. Exactly.
So now with about 3 minutes left, do you want to let your secret out?
Yes.
Okay.
When I was recently in this so-called Mexican restaurant, Taco Bell,
Yep.
and you know how they put these additives in food, like with turkey, eat turkey makes you tired?
Yep.
Well, I just happened to be in Taco Bell, and I got escorted out of there because I was acting strange. They said I was saying crazy words, just one-word syllables like empanada, chalupa, gordita, and they escorted me out of there.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. But ever since I've been escorted out of there, I haven't uttered one of those words they're talking about. So I think Quest had something to do with that.
I think Quest is behind a lot of stuff that we don't know about.
Okay. I mean, obviously, I looked at some footage as I walked in the door from past shows, and I see what they were talking about at Taco Bell.
Yeah,
And it happened on this show
it does.
multiple times.
It always seems to happen when he's around.
Yes.
I've had instances in the past where I couldn't speak, and then all of a sudden one day I got away from being with him, and I became bright.
Exactly.
But you know what?
Yes.
I haven't mentioned this yet, but someone asked about shows coming up.
Okay.
UFOs. You're a fan of UFO wrestling,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
February 20th?
Thursday, February 20th, yes, there's talks that they're returning back to the Malden Irish American Club.
Correct.
Yes.
Is that February vacation week?
Yes, it is, correct.
So the kids won't even have to worry about going back to school.
Absolutely.
So we can look forward to confirmation soon on that?
Yes, I'm sure that's what the word I'm getting. And I'd absolutely love to see Mark Henry do a shooting star press.
And for someone that I would love to actually have a sit-down conversation with that he had asked me about,
Yes.
I'd have to pick CM Punk with all with going through everything he's gone through in his life.
My pick on that, if I could, God rest his soul, would be Kurt Hennig.
That's a good one too. For all of us here at Wrestling Center, for that guy who we didn't even know was in the building.
I'm here.
For Quest, who's chasing after Haley as usual, I'm Rob Tuttle. We will see you live next week with pay-per-view predictions.